Dr. Samir Dalwai, welcome to the show. Dr. Dalwai, your initial thoughts about the NCP's performance, and I would also want you to touch upon that the Ajit Pawar faction, which the Supreme Court and the Speaker of the Vidhan Sabha actually termed as the real NCP, has actually failed miserably in this Lok Sabha elections.
Yeah, Mr. Kashif, you said it yourself that absolutely it has been proved, and Mr. Pawar spoke just a few minutes ago in a press conference saying that it has been issues I'd like to bring out. First and foremost, overall, if you look at the election, Maharashtra and the country, the BJP was the fourth player in Maharashtra. It was Honorable Barasaheb Thackeray Shiv Sena with whom they allied during the Vajpayee days that they brought them to the center stage of Maharashtra politics. And if you see today, if you deduct or if you only look at the seats purely won by BJP, there are 10 or 11 out of 48. And that is precisely where they were. But even these 10 or 11 are because they have some votes from the broken away part of NCP and Shiv Sena. Otherwise, they would not have got so many votes, seats. And that is precisely their strength in Maharashtra. Never mind what Amit Shah or Devendra Fadnavis keep talking about. The second part is people in Maharashtra are generally educated and even if not educated, they are a progressive and a socialist bent of mind kind of people. And they don't take very kindly to breaking up of families, breaking up of parties by vulgar display of money, power, and as we say, it's not just ice, but it is mice. So it is media, money, and the income tax, CBI, and the ED that the BJP used to break up these two parties, which we are very sure about. We all know why they broke up. The third point is Mr. Modi shot himself in the foot in this election. I think his last one and a half month of campaigning has been the worst thing which has contributed to the result today. He came to Maharashtra and said Sharad Pawar is a bhatakti atma. People don't take kindly to these kind of things. Mr. Modi himself has said on numerous occasions that he learned he learned how to work in the central government as well as the state government. When he was a chief minister, Mr. Sharad Pawar had personally guided him and helped him on so many matters which was governing his country. And then
And
just
Modi
one
has given
election
the
you come and
Padma
you
Vibhushan to
use
Sharad
these words.
Pawar.
Yes, and then you use these words and tells people that you are not stable, how you behave, and you can't get away with calling a senior person in like Mr. Pawar these words, and I believe they are going to come back to haunt him. But finally, what we are seeing is it's basically, I don't know. I was on some other channels as well. I don't know why we are being so apologetic. Till yesterday or till today morning, this election was all about Modi, Modi, Modi. There was no other issue. And of course, the India Alliance may have said something, but it was from the NDA Alliance. There was no NDA, there was no BJP, there was only Modi, Modi, Modi. Why are we not clearly seeing this as people's rejection of Modi's idea of India, of the divisive, of the vitriolic, hatred-filled idea of India that Mr. Modi has espoused in the last 10 years? India has never been as divided as it has been in the last 10 years. When we grew up, we were coming out of a partition and we had in the 60 years after independence has been undone in last 10 years. People gave the man a chance not once but twice, thinking he has a developmental agenda, but they have realized now that he only has a divisive agenda. And like I said earlier, he put his foot in his mouth in the last 1 month by all the rubbish that he was talking has gone against them. And I commend the lady before me who spoke, Mrs. Trivedi Deepal, and that's absolutely right because the kind of might that they have used to bully and suppress everybody else. So I'll end by saying, before Mr. Amit Shah became the Home Minister, by that I mean how Mr. Amit Shah misused the Home Ministry. So if Mr. Amit Shah is the Home Minister, and Indian politics without Amit Shah as the Home Minister are completely two different things. And the first thing, whether they come back to power or the India Alliance comes to power, the numbers are not clear yet. But even if BJP is very clear they are not crossing the majority on their own, whichever parties support them, whether the NDA stays together, I am sure of one thing: Mr. Amit Shah is not going to be the Home Minister of India after this. And if the income tax, CBI, ED is out of their hands, the Indian political picture will be completely different from what it was today morning.
That man has not been called for questioning by the Pune police because the Pune police is under the control of Ajit Pawar. So Devendra Fadnavis is supposed to be in charge of home portfolio. He has no power to ensure that that justice is done to the two families whose daughter and son were killed over here. Then this has become a national issue. Still till date, there is no effort to take action against that MLA who interfered majorly.
Dr. Dalwai is
Yeah, can
back.
I
Dr.
come?
Dalwai, I was asking you about Mr. Pawar's overtures to NDA allies. Are you, what can you tell me about that? Is he going to speak to them? Has he
What I
spoken?
would,
What is happening?
what I would like to say is it is a need of the hour, and the person responsible will do what's needed. What's the need of the hour? The country has very clearly voted against the divisive, vitriolic politics of Narendra Modi, and it remains to be seen what his own party does about it. So very clearly, there is a way for change. I don't know why we are not seeing that, because this was completely like a referendum on Mr. Modi. He himself made it so. Nobody made it like that. He made it himself. And it's very clearly that people do not want him to be in absolute power like he was in the last two elections for the last 10 years. So people have voted him back with a big, his party is definitely the largest party, but with an ankush, as we see in Hindi, that he cannot be unfettered and he cannot be going around doing what he wants, like an absolute dictator along with Mr. Amit Shah. So very clearly now he has to depend on the TDP, Chandrababu Naidu, and he has to depend on Mr. Nitish Kumar, the JDU, who even if they support him now, will definitely ask for their pound of flesh. And that's good. That's good for democracy. But if they decide not to go ahead with him, because like Mr. Balkrishnan said, can they forget the humiliation? Can Mr. Nitish Kumar forget the humiliation that he has been meted out by the BJP leaders earlier, especially Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah? So who knows? He may want to switch sides in the interest of democracy, because while the BJP was in power, they have tarnished each and every constitutional institution of India, whether it is the ECI, Election Commission of India. Look at the decisions that they are giving. Look at the way they have played partisan politics. The very fact that the rules for electing the Election Commission were changed so that Mr. Modi can have his three people in the game, and they are the three chief election commission. So people will have to think about the idea of preserving Indian democracy. And I'm sure whether Mr. Pawar talks to him or not, Mr. Nitish Kumar himself will think that this is a golden opportunity for him to have seen to it that the rule of democracy and the constitution is back in India. And what is wrong if he thinks like that? So I don't know whether we should be derisively speaking about Mr. Pawar, speaking to him or not. The fact is, the country has moved in that direction. We don't want an absolute dictatorship of Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah.